allowing me to be back with you this morning. I actually have been here before, just never behind the pulpit. I work for the Arkansas Baptist State Convention, one of your cooperative program missionaries, on the evangelism and church health team there. I've affectionately dubbed myself a Christian nerd of the Arkansas Baptist State Convention because I do all the nerdy things. I work with your treasurer and your finance team. I've been here a couple of times actually, kind of doing some things behind the scenes with your church, making sure that your treasurer stays out of prison. And that's the goal there. We don't want anyone to go to jail, amen? So that's one of the hats that I wear, and it's my privilege to be back with you this morning to present 2 cooperative program giving awards to your church for the year 2013. We've changed things up a little bit. It used to be that only the top 3 churches across the state were invited to the cooperative program breakfast at the state convention every year. We decided, you know what, we have a lot more churches that give the cooperative program than just 3 in every area, and we want to celebrate what you guys do when you give the cooperative program. And so I want to tell you a little bit about my cooperative program story this morning and share with you a little bit about what your giving does and what it has accomplished in 2013. And then I have a couple of awards I want to present to your churches. When I was a teenager growing up in the Southern Baptist Church, I heard about the cooperative program for the first time, but I had no idea how much it would impact my life as a minister of the gospel. When I was a student at Williams Baptist College, your church provided me with a $700 per semester scholarship when I was a ministerial student there. And so thank you guys for investing in my ministry even before I ever entered into the ministry. Even now, as a student at Southwestern Baptist Theological Seminary in Fort Worth, your church, along with other churches across the state, helped pay half of my tuition, as they do every other Southern Baptist student that goes to one of our 6 Southern Baptist seminaries that you guys help support every single year through your Gift to the Cooperative program. You've invested in my education. You've also invested in my ministry through the course of my life. My very first pastorate in Northeast Arkansas, I was one of those statistics. I was the guy that went through the forced termination and was fired from my very first pastorate. And don't say "aw" to me. It's okay. It really, you guys, you did it. I know. You did an amazing thing for me. The 2 days after I lost my position, there was a check for $1,000 in my mailbox from the Arkansas Baptist State Convention that you guys provided for me, so that my family could continue to eat while we looked for the next place of ministry. You paid for my health insurance for a month while I was looking for a new church. You put money in my retirement account for a month while I was looking for a new place of service, and you didn't even know who I was. But you do that every single year for churches, for pastors just like me, through the protection plan for church staff. Last year, your church gave $187 for the protection plan for church staff. And you helped ministers just like me who have gone through full terminations. Ministers just like me who have had very difficult experiences in their ministry. And you guys do that without even knowing it sometimes. You support children's home ministries all over our state. You support the International Mission Board and lots of other things through your Gift to the Cooperative program. Last year, your church gave just a little more than $17,000 to the Cooperative program. Let me tell you a few things that happened as a result of that. In Arkansas, we planted 35 brand new churches across the state that saw 929 professions of faith. So through your gifts, over almost 1,000 people came to Christ just through our new church plants. We saw 886 people come to Christ just because of your state convention staff. That's through direct witnessing efforts that we do just in our little everyday lives. And so you support the work that we do there. We saw last year over 8,000 community missions volunteers mobilized on Acts 1-8 mission trip days that saw more than 1,000 people come to know Christ last year. Disaster relief is one of my most favorite things that we do at Southern Baptist. We do it very, very well. And last year, we fed over 402,000 people through the disaster relief, not just in Arkansas, but all across the United States. On a little broader scale, the North American Mission Board that you help support planted over 900 new churches on the continent of North America. On the international scale, your International Mission Board missionaries reported more than 235,000 professions of faith. Now, how does that break down? It means that we baptize, as Southern Baptist internationally, off the continent of North America, we baptized someone every 2 minutes last year because you gave the cooperative program. Let me just mention you gave to the International Mission Board, you gave $3,715. Was that a good investment of your $3,715? I think it was. One person every 2 minutes came to know Christ. Over 6,000 new churches across the world in 125 different countries. And we have over 6,200 missionaries on the field right now today taking the message of Christ to a lost and dying world that they don't have to write home to solicit support. They don't have to come home. They can stay on the mission field 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because they know they're going to be supported by churches just like this one across the United States that learned a long time ago we can do so much more together than we ever could have separately. All of these things took place last year because of you. Your gifts to Cooperative Program are making a world of difference across the world. So this morning, it is my great honor to be here and represent Dr. Sonny Tucker, our Executive Director, the Executive Board of the State Convention, and all 1,500 churches of the Arkansas Baptist State Convention to express our sincere thanks for your sacrificial sacrifice and support of the Cooperative Program. This church is not only impacting Louisville, you are truly impacting the entire world. You are setting an example for all Arkansas Baptists and what's possible when we make missions a major priority of what we do as churches. Because of the leadership of your church and your pastor and your staff, and because of your belief in fulfilling the Great Commission, it's my privilege this morning to recognize First Baptist Church of Louisville with 2 separate awards. And I'm going to ask John Upton if he would come and receive these awards on behalf of your church. Charlie came. First of all, it's my privilege to present to First Baptist Church of Louisville, Arkansas, that you were the number 3 church across the state in percentage giving for churches averaging 0 to 49 in Sunday school attendance. Secondly, this is my favorite one here. You guys were number 4 church in the state, number 4 of 1,500 churches in our state in overall percentage giving to the Cooperative Program last year. Your church gave, let me take a look here, 32.39% of your undesignated receipts to the Cooperative Program last year. Thank you so much for that.
My wife and I are relatively good members. And most of the folks here, a lot of them know me all my life. I never thought I would remember you. But this is the warmest, most generous thing you could ever run across. We thank you.
It's our privilege. Guys, on behalf of our leaders and our churches, our missionaries across the world, and on behalf of the lost people in the world, I want to say thank you personally for making a world of difference. Congratulations, and may God richly bless you for what you do.